the OJ podcast. I'm Olivia. That's Jami. And we're talking about the Hungarian GP, but slightly delayed. You can keep that initial take in as a comedic bit if you want. It's up to you.
I don't know if you've probably never gone through and noticed on the podcast, whenever we say something after the goodbye at the end, sometimes I will keep it in.
As you
if
should.
It's funny enough.
I have a few at the end, but I haven't noticed any of the ones where
I've kept in a funny moment after. Yeah. But yeah, this is delayed because there was a tornado.
We were all set to record last Monday, right?
Yep.
And then Jami goes, "There was a tornado, I've lost power." And I go, "Well, I can't do the rest of the week."
And I didn't have
she was
power
looking around, but everywhere lost power. So no recording for last week.
So we're recording. Luckily, we had a backup episode because I forgot to upload it, but
does this mean I have to watch more off campus?
Yes, especially now. That's one of our. It's gotten as popular as Heated Rivalry. I think there's 22 views. Ella, and Kylie both commented, "I love Dean."
Oh God.
So.
Oh God.
We have to watch more
for the content.
Yep.
Now you can't see my username, guys, which I did do. I forgot that. I didn't forget that we couldn't see it, but I only learned last time I recorded with Jami that you can't see my name on here. But I need to tell you it. I came into this chat being #1 George Russell defender. So
just imagine mine says #1 Oscar Piastri defender.
Yeah. That's what she's gonna come in with the energy of, because she and I are bitter and angry this week. Weeks.
Yeah, I lost my anger, by the way, guys, and then I watched replays and stuff to get notes and stuff, and I'm angry again.
I'm just generally angry. I don't really remember what went down this race because I didn't rewatch anything. I didn't have time. So
Toto said something before the race, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm angry about.
Yeah. So
he keeps blaming all the issues on George's driving style, which I just don't think is factually true. When you're seeing all these issues in the actual data set, why is his speed slower than Kimi's on short line? They should be the same pace if you're making the same cars. They're braking at the same spot. They're accelerating at the same spot. They're deploying battery at the same spot. Yet it's George's driving style that is worse.
I don't know if you saw, but Lando also agreed with Toto.
Yeah, well, I also thought Lando was wrong there. I did see it, by the way. And I think Lando's just bitter because he's not fully competing for a championship right now.
Yeah. The McLarens have come back, though. All of the cars have come back, though. So.
Well, I mean, that's what happens with regs. You get better as they go on. I'm just saying, though, you can say all you want about driving style, but if he were in equal machinery, this would be a lot closer. Kimi still might be in the lead, but it would at least be a lot closer.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, the reason I haven't sent you that TikTok information is because I don't know who to put as my favorite team principal because I'm that annoyed at the moment.
Free practice 1. We had a bunch of test drivers in the field. So we had Paul Aaron instead of Franco, Ao Hirakawa instead of Ali, Colton Herta instead of Bottas, and Fred Vesti instead of Kimi. Oh, no. And then Leonardo Fornoli instead of Oscar. They briefly mentioned Sainz driving erratically, which makes perfect sense for the weekend.
For the weekend. This is go-to move, right?
Yep. Stroll had a suspension failure. Yeah, so Stroll's suspension failure spin. Charles had a transmission break, but it ended up Lewis was in 3rd, Max in 2nd, and Charles in 1st for FP1. FP2, Franco slid and crashed because the track was dirty as hell. And then it was Lando, Charles, Lewis. FP3, we had Checo with a rear brake fire because the Cadillacs are always on fire.
Literally always on fire.
I don't know
the car with a fire extinguisher.
I don't know how their brakes are so bad they constantly keep catching up.
Yeah, why do they keep doing that?
I don't know.
What is wrong with their brakes?
I don't know. But it was Kimi, Lewis, Lando. For qualifying, Ferrari used mediums for Q1. Otherwise, nothing else happened. So it was Perez, Bottas, Stroll, Albon, Sainz, and Behrman. Alonso, for the first time, got into Q2 this season in the Aston Martin.
Those what's it called?
Upgrades.
Upgrades came in handy.
Q2, Isaac did a little spin, but it really didn't do much. And then it was Alonso, Ocon, Bortoletto, Colapinto, Gasly, Lawson. Oh, we're getting into the start of my anger for this weekend.
Uh-oh.
So
much rage. Wait, what is it? Unnecessary anger, unnecessary violence, or whatever.
First off, Max does a little spin. Then we have the lovely moment of Oscar going full Australian with his lovely, once again, fuck me, man, which every time he says that phrase, it is the most Australian-sounding accent I have ever
heard. Help himself.
And this is because Lewis greatly impeded him on his last outlap in Q3, so he had to swerve out of the way and back out of his fast lap, and which caused him to only have his first one. Which, by the way, people on the internet were arguing with me and saying that Oscar was going wide and it wasn't Lewis's fault, which obviously wasn't true because Lewis got a penalty.
He got the penalty, like, clearly.
They watched the same clip as me. Whatever. Anyways.
People don't make sense.
I was like, are you watching the same thing? You clearly see Oscar turning the wheel one way and then having to turn it the other way.
You see, I'm not convinced they are, and that might be the issue.
But the top 10 for the grid is Hülkenberg, Lindblad, Hajar, Russell, Verstappen, Piastri, Antonelli, Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, but Lewis gets a 3-place penalty for impeding, so he falls back to like 5th. And Kimi also gets a 3-place grid penalty for a yellow flag infringement from when Max did.
I was really happy about that, by the way.
And he fell down to whatever was in front of George.
Yeah, I was really happy about that.
I know.
And then all my joy
washed away at the start of the race.
Sorry, I'm looking for the best George Russell meme to send here.
Anyways, the race itself, we start off with the lovely moment. George falls all the way back to 18th place from like 8th because his car was in anti-stall, which was not his fault. That was fully the team's fault.
Okay.
Go off.
This pissed me off if you couldn't tell. I am convinced that Toto just wants Kimi to win, which he picked him out as his prize pupil. Whatever.
It would be a like Lewis Hamilton second year winning the world championship kind of moment, proving that Kimi, is as good as him.
Sure. The thing is I don't think Kimi's that good. Like, he's good. He's objectively a great driver. He's not Lewis Hamilton, at least not yet. And I don't think he's proved enough his second year to be in that level of greatness just yet. Have you seen how many times he goes off track, how many penalties he gets? He's not the cleanest driver in the world, which Lewis is a lot cleaner. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm bitter at Williams for not letting him move up in ground effect and race Lewis with a better machinery. I'm bitter that we're not letting him have good machinery now. I'm bitter they couldn't get the regs right a few years ago where he could have won. I'm mad. I don't even have a well-formulated argument. I'm just mad.
Fair enough.
And this is how you felt with Oscar last year, especially towards the end.
Well, okay.
Kind of.
I was never one of the people. I guess I'm finding photos for Malik. That's fine.
Did he just send it to you?
Yeah. But that means I'm giving him the most stupid photos ever. Anyways.
Yeah. You need a picture of him, by the way, because
give me something good.
Idea in mind.
I got you. But okay, with Oscar last year, I was never one of the people that said that McLaren was screwing him over, that McLaren was like...
I don't think they were screwing him over last year. We never were those people, but I just think, like, the feeling of championship being ripped away from you feeling.
Yeah, that feeling I felt hard. Yeah. It was kind of a hard moment for all Oscar Piastri fans at the end there. And even this season. Charles fell down to 5th from 2nd. Max charges up to 3rd from 5th. Oscar takes the lead because Lando goes wide in turn 3. Lewis and Max have a slight contact on turn 2, I think, of the start. Not really much came from that. I don't think either of them even got damaged. Lewis and Max were fighting the entire race. Lando kind of starts his argument that he's faster than Oscar. Pretty early on in the beginning, he was asked, like, how are, like, the tires feeling? And he was like, you know, pretty shit in the dirty air. I would be a lot faster if I wasn't. And, you know, I will admit, Lando was 10 times faster than Oscar that entire race. The only reason Oscar was in front, because 1, he didn't have the dirty air, and 2, was McLaren wasn't going to impose any rules. And there's the whole situation, I don't know what's come of it, from the last race with the whole Lando going no yo-yoing with Oscar, so I think they made this a rule that they can't yo-yo with each other. So if they overtake each other because they are allowed to race each other, that is a precedent that we all know with McLaren, is that they are allowed to race each other. There's no number 1 driver. If they overtake, it has to be a clean overtake that doesn't cause a yo-yo. Because yo-yos are caused because one person has more energy than the next, and so the person that got overtake has to overtake again, otherwise they're going to crash into the person in front of them. So I think that's why Lando kind of stayed so far back. But yeah, he argues pretty early on that he's faster than Oscar, which I will give him that. He was faster than Oscar. Lewis pits pretty early. Max reacts because Max was in front of Lewis at this point in the pits, but Lewis actually stays out in front due to an overtake after the pit. Lewis's pit. And then Max does a really late brake lunge.
That was so good, by the way.
No, it probably was Liam and Lewis.
I don't know who it was, but it was beautiful. And he was like, well, that was risky. And I'm like,
he was like, well,
it was good.
It was funny because he complained about Lewis right after, because he was like, yeah, that was great.
I'm not gonna complain, but he moved under braking.
He moved under braking still. I was like, yep, that's a Max thing. Oscar was told to pit, but Bottas was currently going through the pits with a brake fire and going really slow. So
usual Cadillac thing.
Yep. Oscar luckily saw that and didn't pit, because that could have been really bad. Stop. Yeah. So ends up we all get the pitting going through except Isaac. And this was one of my favorite moments because Isaac is clearly purposely impeding Oscar and Lando to help Max, who is right behind them, try and get around them, which eventually, once they get to the front straight, both Oscar and Lando pass Isaac, and then they allow Max to go through, and Isaac then starts trying to pull Hamilton back from Max, who was behind Max, but Hamilton gets a pretty quick overtake on Isaac and doesn't really help much. Lando has a little off-the-road moment in his fight to catch Oscar. Lando then has his further argument that he's faster than Oscar, being like, even with these old tires, I'm going to get a 10-second lead on him. Let me go. He wasn't wrong. I think he won the race by like a 12-second lead or something.
Yeah, he should have been moved in front, but also McLaren's not going to do that. Scandals.
McLaren's not going to do that, especially in Hungary, as the commentator said.
They can't risk it.
But Oscar does pit first, which allows Lando to get through. And the infamous moment, the moment that makes my blood boil, happen. And Oscar is released into back markers who have been lapped, who are being lapped by Oscar. And Carlos turns into Oscar and complete contact with him. And so we have, honestly, it's becoming one of my favorite moments, which is the Oscar crash out. So,
honestly, though, valid crash out.
Valid crash out.
Also, enjoy the pictures I just sent you. You have plenty to choose from.
Oh, God. The Oscar crash out starts with I think, have gone through one turn and one straightaway, and Carlos clearly has blue flags. Oscar can see them. And Carlos is still fighting with Fernando and not letting Oscar through. So Oscar starts out with saying, "Get out of the way, you fucking idiot. Oh my God." Then Oscar gets impatient, as he should, because Carlos should be moving over to let Oscar through. So he goes on the inside, goes through the racing line, and Carlos turns into him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he goes, "Is he stupid or what?" And then later on, after the whole crash and everything, and Carlos, once again, didn't immediately let Oscar through again. He kept racing for a little bit before letting Oscar through. After he hit Oscar, who is the effective race leader at the moment.
Crazy, by the way.
And so, I don't really fully understand the whole, like, Oscar's engineer being like, "Oh yeah, that was Sainz, just make sure to have the tires to the end, blah blah blah," and Oscar just goes, "No, mate, don't fucking talk to me right now. I'm glad you guys like planned for this." And I was like, "Woo, Oscar!"
He's mad. Doesn't he already have like not the best history with Carlos too?
Oh yeah, in 2023, his rookie season. Oh yeah, especially even into 2024. Those two did not get along, especially on track. But this is the Oscar, has a little comment usually when something bad happens. No, this was a full-on Oscar crash out.
He was pissed. At least now he gets to play mermaids.
Yes, he's playing mermaids now. And golfing.
I'm ignoring the golf.
I don't know what's up with that one. The man who has said on multiple occasions that he hates golfing is posting about golfing.
He's disappointed me.
The video today made me a little okay with it. And luckily he's at a driving range and he's not actually on a golf course. So like I would go to a driving range because it's just hitting a ball as hard as you can. Mm-hmm. And that's fun. But yeah, I would like to continue my argument. Someone broke this down, and there were 7 blue flags on the side of the road on the little LED screens that you usually see with blue flags. And I am fully with Oscar here, and I don't care if Oscar was in Carlos's blind spot or that he didn't have a blue flag on his screen. No, it was on the side of the road for ages. Turn right slightly. He should have seen it. He should have seen it. I don't care if the blue flag thing was broken. It clearly wasn't broken for him because that was clearly a blue flag. Pissing me off.
Yeah.
But whatever, there's more pit stops. Kimi doesn't pit, Lando pits, and there's a little fight for the race lead. Kimi didn't actually want to go in for his final pit stop. He was like, why are we doing this? And they were like, we don't think the tire can last until the end. And
They probably wouldn't have, given the deg on the track anyway.
Yeah.
So.
And Kimi was fine. He got, what, third? Second? I don't even
Kid thinks he's a tire whisperer. He's not.
Perez retires the car for once again another brake fire, and then
why? They really do need like fire extinguishers. It's crazy.
It's so funny. And then we get the moment where Oscar's on the podium. Oscar's fine.
No longer on the podium.
And has a gearbox issue and has to retire the car on lap 57 out of 70. 13 more laps and he would have been fine.
I mean, didn't he lost something, right?
It was
what
his
was it?
gearbox.
Yeah.
The issue. But there was a virtual safety car. It didn't really actually. A lot of people pitted during the virtual safety car, but it didn't really do much. I am, as a McLaren fan, so very excited that Lando won. While I
honestly
wanted to
first win as a world champion too, in a car that's like not great for him, it's pretty cool for him.
Yes. This was still an exciting moment, even though I turned off my computer and shut. I didn't finish.
Even though Jamie didn't see it. It's a like moment.
Well, then I opened up it was like 10 minutes later, and it was lap 13, obviously, or lap 57 when Oscar retired the car when I obviously turned it off. And I like went to go start getting ready, and I was like, oh, fine, I'll pull it back up. And I pulled it back up just before he won, and I watched like the cool down room and stuff, but I didn't watch the podium. I just watched the cool down room.
Valid though.
I was very angry that day. And then my mom comes home and she's like, uh-oh. She sees me pouting on the couch.
Well, I would like to point out that George had a ton of really good overtakes to go from 21st to what, 6th or 7th?
I think so. I don't remember what is full. I'm gonna say another thing I'm gonna say. I preach this all the time. I have been starting to like this season a lot more now that more people are winning. Because now we have had 5 race winners instead of 2. And this is in the past.
Kimi, George, Lewis,
Charles.
Did Charles win one?
Silverstone.
Yes, he did win one.
And now Lando. Within the past 4 races, 3 new people have won. So I am very happy about that because I don't like it. Even with McLaren dominating last season, I don't like it when there's dominance. I have more fun when more people win.
Yeah.
Now Oscar needs to get his win. But
I think he will by the end of the season.
I think he will too. I'm thinking we need to get back to the Middle East, even though I don't think that's gonna happen, but that's where Oscar thrives. Or maybe Zandvoort, because that is where he got his Grand Slam last year. Maybe.
Okay.
Especially with the McLaren being better now, maybe. It would be great if it was there, because then that's the next race, and that's 6 winners and 5 or 4 new ones in the past 5 races.
Yeah.
Oh God, I think I'm gonna say Lando is probably my driver of the day. I don't know who won driver of the day. George is a good.
Out of pure bitterness, I'm giving it to George.
Yeah.
Because he came back from that.
Yeah, he did. He did. I agree.
Yeah.
That's another good one. Favorite radio, either Oscar Crash Out or also I love Max full chest into saying morons to the Racing Bulls.
I liked when Max was like, oh, that was risky or whatever. Just like recognizing how great his move was before immediately complaining about Lewis.
Typical Max fashion.
Yep.
I don't have it up yet, but we have to go through our, now that it's actually the mid-season, well, it's not really the mid-season now that there's an extra race at the end and there's less races and whatever.
Close enough to the mid-season.
Close enough to mid-season. We're going to go through our fantasy and predict. I don't even remember what this looked like. For fantasy, for specifically the race, not British Grand Prix, no, wrong one, Hungarian. We had Malik winning, Kai, Olivia. Me and Olivia actually tied for third.
Okay, so I did that like weird special thing where you can trade out a driver last minute, and I traded out George for Lando, which turned out to be such a good call.
That was. I
Sorry,
see that.
George, I love you.
Then Ella and the Kylies. I'm just gonna put them together. And so I'm still winning. I've pulled away from Ella actually a little bit after this race. Olivia is now getting very caught by Kai and Malik in third.
Am I still in front?
You're still in front, but Kai is only about 50 points behind and Malik is only 60.
Listen, I won't drop George.
He's never gonna do it. You could put the 2 times on someone else.
Who? Who is the better option on my team?
Who do you have normally instead of Lando?
George.
One. No. Wait, one.
Yes.
Oh, you do. Oh, okay.
Who?
Franco.
I'm not putting it on Franco.
I would actually say Liam. Yeah, I guess you don't really have anyone else to put it on.
So, do I know what's costing me points? Yes. Will it change? No. Because you know what? All it takes is Kimmy crashing one race, and suddenly I win the week.
One race? It has to be more than one.
For the week, though. I would win. Yeah,
for the week. For predictions, once it loads, I didn't do as well this week. I went from a 90% to
that
a 30%.
Was crazy, by the way. The 90%.
My goat Isaac too, with my 60 points, putting my 2 times. Oh,
crazy!
I was goated that week.
That was honestly so impressive.
I know. I was so goated. So for my podium, I thought Lando was.
Sorry, I'm pulling up my predictions really quick.
I thought Lewis was gonna win. Well, I did think Lando was gonna win, and then I got Kimmy correct in third.
George, Kimmy, Charles. It did not go well.
Yeah, I did Lando, Lewis, Kimmy. So the only thing I got wrong was Max. Huh? I didn't know that. I thought Lewis was gonna get pole.
Lando I put George.
Of course you did. I said no, Aston Martin wouldn't get both cars into Q2 because I don't trust Lance.
I said no because even with the upgrades, I thought both Aston Martin cars would be out in Q3.
I thought Lance would qualify higher than Checo just because of the upgrades.
I gave it to Checo because I like Checo more.
I said Ferrari was going to have the fastest
pit stop. Ferrari.
Stupid Racing Bulls again. They are dominating those pit stops.
Are you sure that's not Red Bull?
No, that's Racing Bulls. I know for sure it is.
Okay.
Red Bull looks very different.
I said yes to the VSC or safety
I
car.
also said yes to the VSC, which thanks, Oscar, I guess.
I said Racing Bulls would outperform Alpine.
I did too. I thought Lewis was going to be on the podium.
I said 4th through 10th, so I got that one.
I thought Lando would put the fastest lap, which he was most of the race, and then Charles freaking took it in the end.
I gave it to Kimmy.
So mad about that. And then I said we wouldn't see a new Hungarian Grand Prix winner.
I said we would.
George, did you put George in winning?
Yeah, but I actually thought Kimmy would win the race going into this weekend. So I answered with my heart, but if I don't have to outwardly shit talk George, I'm gonna answer it the way I actually think.
Wow, we were at such a point differential for being the same percentage correct. So
yeah, I think You probably
That's
nailed yours.
crazy.
I put my ×2 on the podium because it gets you the most points to hit the podium.
I put my ×2. I didn't actually go through, because I put it on Lando getting fastest, which once again he should have if it wasn't for frickin' Charles in the end. Anyways,
well, you did better on the podium anyway, so I imagine that's where
yeah.
the point differential came from.
But yeah, so it was me, Olivia, Ella, Kai, and then
hey, Ella out of the bottom. Let's go.
Overall though, it's me, Olivia, Kai, Ella. So I'm so close. I need another 90% week because I am so close to having a 50% average. I want that 50%.
I think you'll get it.
I want that half. So close. I'm at 48, guys. So close. But yeah, that's it for the Hungarian Grand Prix. We're both bitter and angry. In our own rights. At least your driver finished the race.
Yeah, but he got screwed over by his team before it even started. Yours at least got screwed over by a different team.
Yeah. Wait, freaking backmarker. I don't care. I'm calling Carlos a backmarker because he is in the Williams. He's a good driver, but he's not lately. This is like the third time he's done something like this. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this episode of us just being angry and bitter.
This is crazy.
Angry and bitter. Go watch all of our other content. We obviously react to all the rest of the Grand Prix. We have reaction channels to now. We have reacted to all of Heated Rivalry. We are getting slowly through Off Campus, which will be more in this summer break. What other things do we do? We have OJ Games, which hasn't been used in a while.
Yeah, I didn't really like doing those. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really?
When we play games, I don't like being recorded because I want to be able to answer as funny as humanly possible, and I feel like I can't do that when I'm recorded. Nah.
Yeah. Dorkostry hasn't been used in a while. I could go through some things.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm gonna do a Dorch one, and then I never do.
I need to get Oscar's little Wii from when he hit the golf ball.
That one's actually so good to add to the compilation. I think you
it was so funny. Yeah. I feel like we have another YouTube series and I'm blanking on it. I don't know.
We have the podcast. We have games. We have Dorkostry. We've got TV shows and movies. I think that's it.
Okay, I'm going crazy. We have our TikTok back. Our OG TikTok is officially back.
People.
I fought TikTok for a whole month. 4 tickets were submitted.
Keep the other account as a backup in case this happens again.
Oh yeah, the other account is never getting deleted. There's views on there.
So we're back.
But we're back, which is
with
great.
Minimal follow. We lost a bunch of followers though because of that, which I didn't appreciate.
But we're coming back. We're coming back. We're getting followers again. We're about to hit 700. Woo!
Again.
Yeah. But no, I fought so hard for that TikTok. It was insane.
Because what did we do to get shadow banned? Nothing. All our content. We haven't.
It was happening
to hit by copyright once, and we took it down.
Yeah.
Why are we banned?
Yeah. But it happened to a bunch of people. But the reason I did it one last time was because our new account got hit with the same thing. And I was like, well, I'm going to put a ticket in for both accounts. And I don't know what I said differently in this new ticket or whatever, but they immediately oh yeah, we're sending this to the higher ups. We're going emergency with this. We're fixing this. And I was like,
woo!
Whoa. Okay.
Well, we have a lot of views and likes, so I think they should just push us more so we can get more followers because we've got potential.
It's so weird because if you look at other accounts, they have so many followers and not as much likes as us, and we just don't have.
It makes no sense to me, honestly.
I don't know. I don't know what it is that people don't follow us. We're great guys.
I think we're funny.
I've been using Instagram has also become my newest goat. I'm posting anything we post on TikTok on there. So if you don't have a TikTok, you can also go to Instagram.
I don't post anything on Instagram, but I do post on TikTok every 2 weeks. So I appear.
I repost your post? No, I didn't, because it was involved. It was, you were talking about TikTok on the thing, so I was like, I'm not gonna send this to Instagram.
Well, the only reason I posted that is because we got our account back, and I was like, oh! No, I did post my face on TikTok because we got hacked. Not TikTok, Instagram, because we got hacked.
And you posted on the story being like, don't look at any of that. Don't click on anything.
Well, because I looked at it and I was like, if this is legit, I'm gonna do it, but I don't think it's legit. So I trust you. So I double checked with Jay. Well,
fun fact, guys. I work at a racetrack. It was IMSA. And I'm actively sitting in the pit lane, like the race had just started. And I'm kind of sitting there making sure nobody goes into pit lane that isn't supposed to. And Olivia's like, text me, and she's like, hey, is this money thing real? And I was like, money thing? What do you mean? And she sends me a screenshot, and I was like, hell no.
Well, obviously I didn't think it was, hence why I double checked with you before doing anything. But the only reason I even considered it is because it was from you.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Because I'm not stupid. If it were sent by someone I wasn't close to, I would have ignored it. But I obviously talk to you daily. And I'm like, I really don't think this is real. Hence me being like, yo, Jamie, what is this? So we figured it out really quick. But
Instagram, I've also been posting on the stories kind of my data. I've been becoming a real influencer lately on Instagram.
She has. She's embracing the boho style, and it's very cute.
But
she was frolicking in a field picking wildflowers today and saw a baby deer, and I'm very jealous.
Which has been documented on Instagram. So if you want to go see it, go to Instagram.
I want to frolic in a field picking wildflowers and run into a baby deer. What the hell?
I was having a very aesthetic morning.
You really were. You're texting me about, I'm sitting there in my coffee shop because my boss offered to buy us all coffee, and I was like, score, I want my free coffee. My boss is really nice at work. So I'm sitting there, and the guys on my team around me are talking about golf, and I don't care about golf. So I'm sitting there like, help, they're talking about golf to Jamie, and she's like, well, I'm having an aesthetic morning. I went to the field, and I'm frolicking, and I'm picking flowers, and look, I saw a baby deer, and I'm just there like, I was very jealous.
The life of still being a student.
Yeah.
Instead of having an adult job. But yeah, we also have threads, which I've posted a couple times on.
I posted something about Big Brother last week, so the Twitter's still somewhat active.
Yeah, and then we have Twitter, where I couldn't get into our original account and I made a different Twitter account just to double check that Oscar posting about his infamous tweet on the anniversary was real, which it was.
Iconic, by the way.
Iconic thing to do, Oscar, which is, and he's not wrong. Everyone was wishing him happy 4-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Everyone was, so.
I'm sure he's thrilled with the decision he made.
Okay, well, we are going to end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed.
I have dinner to make. I'm really hungry, so this is a good thing.
I also have dinner to make, and I am also really hungry. We are in the same boat here.
Sierra also did just text me going, Big Brother? ?
Yeah, I guess it's 7:30 for you. You got a 30-minute timer. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Go follow and watch all of our other content. I think I'm going to start putting links down below, so click links down below. But yeah, we will see you guys. Well, it'll be an off-campus episode, but the next F1 will be in 2-ish weeks for the Netherlands. For the last time, goodbye, the Netherlands. Goodbye. And goodbye to all of our fans.
Chip, chip, cheerio. Other words for goodbye.
Why'd you go British?
I don't know.
Okay. We will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.